Every great transformation in life begins with one simple truth. Your daily habits shape your identity and your destiny. It is not some grand event or sudden stroke of luck that changes your life. It is the small, consistent actions you take every single day. These seemingly insignificant moments, repeated day after day, build the foundation for everything you become. You are not a product of chance. You are the sum of your habits. This is where your true power lies. When you understand this, you realize that change is not a distant dream, but an immediate choice. No matter where you are today, the habits you adopt starting now have the ability to rewrite your story. Each habit is like a brick in the house of your future. Build wisely, and the life you desire becomes inevitable. Neglect your habits, and that future slips further away. The great secret is that these habits don't have to be monumental. They don't need to consume hours of your day or require extraordinary talent. Even the smallest, most ordinary habits have the power to create extraordinary results when practiced with consistency. Think of your mind as a garden. Whatever you plant and nurture will grow. If you plant seeds of doubt, fear, and negativity, that's what your life will reflect. But if you plant seeds of purpose, discipline, and positivity, these will flourish and change your entire landscape. The habits you choose to cultivate daily are those seeds. The beauty of this truth is that it puts you in complete control. You are the gardener of your own destiny. No one else holds this power for you, and no external force can take it away. What stands between you and the life you want is not a lack of resources or luck, but the absence of intentional habits. Without them, progress is random and slow. With them, progress becomes predictable and unstoppable. It's like steering a powerful ship. Your habits are the rudder that directs you toward your desired destination. Without a rudder, you drift aimlessly, tossed by every wave and wind. With a rudder, no storm can prevent you from reaching your goal. The urgency to act on this truth cannot be overstated. Each day wasted without focused habits is a day lost forever. But each day invested in building the right habits is a step closer to transformation. Imagine if you started today to replace old, limiting habits with new, empowering ones. In just 1 week, your mindset, your actions, and your results would begin to shift noticeably. In 1 month, you would hardly recognize the person you were before. And over time, this process compounds until you become the master of your own life. The transformation you seek is not a matter of chance. It is a matter of choice. What you do consistently, the habits you feed, will decide who you become. No longer wait for the perfect moment, the perfect condition, or the perfect motivation. Those things are illusions that keep you stuck. The perfect moment is now. The power to change your life is already within you, waiting to be unlocked through the habits you build today. Your destiny is not something written in the stars. It is created by your hands every day. This knowledge should ignite a fire inside you, a relentless commitment to choose habits that elevate, empower, and transform. Start small if you must, but start. The journey of 1,000 miles truly begins with a single step, and that step is the habit you decide to make today. Embrace this power. Let it be the foundation of your transformation. Your future self will thank you for the habits you build today. The path to a new life is laid brick by brick, habit by habit. Begin now. Your life depends on it. Having a clear and definite purpose is the cornerstone of every life-changing habit. Without a purpose that burns inside you like a relentless flame, your efforts will scatter like leaves in the wind. When your purpose is vivid and specific, it acts as an unshakable anchor that keeps you steady through distractions, doubts, and setbacks. It's not enough to have vague wishes or hopes. What you need is a definite goal that excites you, challenges you, and demands your full commitment. This purpose becomes your internal compass, guiding every decision you make. It is the reason you get up early, push through discomfort, and refuse to settle for less. Without it, motivation fades and habits lose their power. But with purpose, even the hardest days become bearable because you know what you are working toward and why it matters. It turns work into passion and sacrifice into progress. The clarity of your purpose fuels your focus and eliminates confusion, enabling you to channel your efforts toward what truly moves the needle in your life. Having a clear purpose also simplifies the overwhelming noise of daily life. When you know exactly what you want, you can easily say no to distractions, temptations, and activities that don't serve your ultimate goal. Purpose sharpens your mental filter and creates an unwavering focus. It protects you from wasting time and energy on things that pull you away from your path. This laser-like focus is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. It is what empowers you to stay consistent when the initial excitement fades and the real work begins. Every great achiever in history has relied on this simple principle. Clarity of purpose makes all other habits possible. Purpose is the foundation upon which discipline, perseverance, and action are built. It is the fire that ignites every habit and sustains it through the inevitable challenges. To begin transforming your life, you must first discover your own clear and definite purpose. Once this is set, every habit you develop will become a natural extension of that purpose, propelling you forward with unstoppable momentum. Your mindset is the lens through which you view the world, and it ultimately shapes the reality you experience. Developing a positive mental attitude is not just a feel-good cliche. It is a powerful force that rewires your brain and transforms your life. When you consistently choose positivity, your mind begins to focus on opportunities instead of obstacles, solutions instead of problems. This shift doesn't ignore difficulties. Instead, it equips you with the strength and resilience needed to face them head-on. Positivity becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, attracting success, health, and happiness like a magnet. The science behind this is clear. Neuroscience shows that the brain is plastic, meaning it can be shaped and reshaped by the thoughts you feed it. When you practice positive thinking, you strengthen neural pathways associated with optimism, confidence, and calm. Over time, this rewiring makes it easier to maintain a hopeful outlook, even in the face of setbacks. Challenge your mindset, but with persistence, positivity becomes your natural state, a powerful mental tool that opens doors to new possibilities. A positive mental attitude also fuels your motivation and energy. When you expect good outcomes, your body releases chemicals that enhance focus, creativity, and problem-solving abilities. You begin to see setbacks as temporary and solvable, not as permanent failures. This resilience keeps you moving forward when others give up. Positivity creates an upward spiral. The more you practice it, the more you attract positive results, which reinforces your optimistic mindset even further. Ultimately, cultivating this habit means choosing every day to focus on what serves your growth. It means refusing to let negative thoughts dominate your mind, and instead consciously shifting toward hope, gratitude, and belief in your own power. This habit will not only transform how you see the world, but also how the world responds to you. By adopting a positive mental attitude, you unlock a source of inner strength that propels you toward your highest potential, no matter the challenges ahead. Daily self-reflection is a habit that separates those who drift through life from those who steer it with purpose. It is the practice of looking inward honestly, without judgment, and asking yourself the crucial questions that reveal your true progress and potential. Taking a few moments each day to assess your actions, thoughts, and emotions creates clarity. It allows you to see where you succeeded and where improvement is needed. This simple but powerful habit builds self-awareness, which is the foundation of all growth. When you make self-reflection a daily ritual, you train your mind to notice patterns, both positive and negative, that shape your life. You begin to understand what drives your behavior, what triggers your fears, and what inspires your courage. This knowledge gives you control over your choices. Instead of reacting blindly, you respond thoughtfully. You become your own guide and coach, steering yourself steadily toward your goals. Reflection turns experience into wisdom, mistakes into lessons, and confusion into direction. The habit of self-reflection also strengthens your discipline. It is easy to get caught in the busyness of life, pushing through without checking if you're on the right path. But by pausing daily to evaluate your progress, you hold yourself accountable. You create a feedback loop that keeps you honest and focused. This accountability is like a compass that prevents you from wandering off course. It also allows you to celebrate small wins, which fuels motivation and confidence. Moreover, self-reflection cultivates humility and resilience. Decisiveness is more than just making a choice. It's committing fully and moving forward without hesitation. Indecision breeds fear, doubt, and stagnation. It drains your energy and chips away at your confidence. But when you develop the habit of taking bold, clear action, even imperfect action, you build a rhythm of forward movement. Each step, no matter how small, is a victory. It sends a message to your subconscious mind that you are serious, capable, and in control. This repeated commitment to action rewires your brain for success, making boldness your default response to challenges. Consistency in action is equally critical. It's not enough to act once or twice. Lasting transformation comes from doing the right things day after day. The habit of steady progress creates an unstoppable force that breaks down obstacles and transforms the impossible into the inevitable. Each day's effort compounds with the last, and before long, the results are undeniable. This steady flow of action also sharpens your skills, deepens your experience, and builds resilience. You learn from mistakes quickly and adapt faster, accelerating your journey. Ultimately, the habit of decisive and consistent action is what separates those who merely dream from those who accomplish. It is the engine of transformation and the proof of your commitment to change. To transform your life, begin now by taking one deliberate step toward your goals. Let action be your loudest statement that you are ready to claim the life you deserve. In this habit lies the power to turn possibility into reality and potential into greatness. Time is the one resource that is absolutely finite. Once it's gone, you can never get it back. Mastering the habit of managing your time effectively is essential to transforming your life. Without control over your day, you risk letting distractions, urgent but unimportant tasks, and other people's priorities consume your most valuable asset. When you learn to manage your time with purpose, you gain the freedom to focus your energy on what truly matters and make steady progress toward your goals. Effective time management begins with prioritizing tasks that align directly with your clear and definite purpose. It means identifying the few critical actions that will produce the greatest results and giving them your full attention. This habit protects you from falling into the trap of busy work, endless activity that creates the illusion of productivity but leads nowhere meaningful. By consciously choosing where to invest your time, you reclaim control over your life and create space for growth and success. Eliminating distractions is a vital part of mastering your time. In today's world, interruptions come at us from every direction: social media, emails, notifications, and endless demands on our attention. The habit of setting boundaries and creating focused blocks of time allows you to work deeply and efficiently. When you protect your time, you honor your goals and reinforce your commitment to transformation. This focused attention increases the quality of your work and reduces stress. Controlling your time also means planning and structuring your day in advance. The simple act of deciding what you will do and when you will do it prepares your mind for action and reduces procrastination. It creates momentum from the moment you start your day. Time management is not about squeezing every minute with frantic activity. It's about making deliberate choices that align your daily actions with your ultimate vision. Mastering this habit transforms your life by turning time from your enemy into your greatest ally. Life is full of challenges, setbacks, and unexpected difficulties. Cultivating resilience is the habit that allows you not only to survive these trials, but to grow stronger because of them. Resilience is not a fixed trait that some are born with and others are not. It is a skill you develop through practice and mindset. When you face adversity habitually with courage and determination, you build mental toughness that can weather any storm. This habit transforms obstacles from barriers into stepping stones toward your success. The key to cultivating resilience is learning to embrace discomfort rather than avoid it. Growth happens outside your comfort zone, and the challenges you encounter are opportunities in disguise. Each time you confront difficulty, instead of fleeing from it, you train your mind and body to adapt and persevere. This repeated exposure builds confidence in your ability to handle whatever life throws your way. Instead of feeling defeated by setbacks, you begin to see them as natural parts of the journey, necessary tests that prepare you for greater achievements. Resilience also involves a shift in perspective. It means choosing to see failures not as reflections of your worth, but as lessons that teach and strengthen you. This mindset helps you bounce back quickly, rather than getting stuck in despair or self-doubt. The habit of reframing challenges empowers you to maintain hope and focus, even in the darkest moments. It gives you the strength to keep moving forward when most would give up. Ultimately, cultivating resilience is about building a habit of facing life's difficulties with unwavering resolve. It transforms fear into courage, pain into wisdom, and setbacks into comebacks. By developing this habit, you create an inner fortress that no external circumstance can break. This habit will not only help you survive life's storms, but thrive through them, emerging stronger, wiser, and more unstoppable than ever before. This simple mental shift rewires your emotional responses and rewires your brain to seek positivity and fulfillment. Gratitude acts as a powerful antidote to negativity, stress, and dissatisfaction, replacing them with peace, contentment, and motivation to keep growing. The practice of daily gratitude trains your mind to notice the good that already exists in your life, no matter how small. It opens your eyes to blessings often overlooked. Health, relationships, opportunities, or even simple moments of joy. This awareness fuels a sense of abundance rather than scarcity, making you less vulnerable to feelings of envy or fear. As a result, gratitude strengthens your emotional resilience, allowing you to face challenges with a calmer, more balanced perspective. More than that, gratitude creates a positive feedback loop. When you regularly acknowledge what you are thankful for, you naturally attract more positive experiences. Your brain begins to recognize opportunities and solutions that were invisible before. This heightened awareness boosts creativity, energy, and enthusiasm. Gratitude becomes a magnet for success because it aligns your mindset with growth and possibility. Making gratitude a daily habit doesn't require grand gestures. It can be as simple as ending each day by mentally listing 3 things you are thankful for. This small ritual grounds your mind in positivity and sets the tone for a peaceful night's rest. Over time, this habit deepens your appreciation for life and motivates you to take actions that align with your values and goals. The power of gratitude lies in its ability to transform your inner world, which in turn transforms your outer reality. Through this habit, you cultivate a foundation of joy and strength that supports every other step of your transformation. Surrounding yourself with positive influences is a habit that profoundly shapes your thoughts, behaviors, and ultimately, your destiny. The people you spend time with, the ideas you expose yourself to, and the environments you immerse yourself in either lift you up or pull you down. Choosing to surround yourself with positivity means consciously selecting influences that inspire growth, encourage your goals, and reinforce the habits that lead to success. This habit is like building a protective fortress around your mind, shielding it from negativity and doubt. The power of association cannot be overstated. Humans are naturally influenced by those around them. When you spend time with motivated, optimistic, and disciplined individuals, you absorb their mindset and energy. Their attitudes become contagious, and their success strategies become your blueprint. On the other hand, negative or complacent influences drain your energy and weaken your resolve. By habitually choosing your circle wisely, you create an environment that supports your transformation rather than sabotages it. This habit also extends beyond people to the media, books, and experiences you allow into your life. Consuming uplifting, educational, and empowering content fills your mind with ideas and inspiration that fuel your progress. Conversely, endless exposure to negativity or distraction erodes your focus and confidence. When you become intentional about what you let in, you take control over your mental diet. Like a garden that flourishes with the right nutrients, your mind grows strong and vibrant with positive influences. Ultimately, surrounding yourself with positivity is a daily commitment to protect your dreams and nurture your growth. It's a habit that amplifies every other habit by creating fertile ground for success. By choosing your environment and associations carefully, you set yourself up for unstoppable progress and a life filled with possibility. This habit is not a luxury, but a necessity for anyone serious about transforming their life. Persistence is the quiet force that turns every setback into a step forward. It is the habit of continuing steadily, even when progress seems slow and the path ahead is unclear or difficult. Without persistence, talent, knowledge, and plans mean little. The difference between those who achieve their dreams and those who fall short is often the willingness to keep going, no matter what. This habit builds an unbreakable spirit that refuses to surrender to failure, discouragement, or doubt. The true power of persistence lies in its ability to cultivate patience and endurance. Success rarely arrives overnight, and the journey often demands sustained effort over time. Persistence trains you to embrace the process and remain committed, even when immediate results are invisible. Each effort compounds on the last, and gradually the momentum grows until your goals become inevitable. This habit transforms frustration into fuel, making every obstacle a chance to strengthen your resolve. Persistence also requires a mindset shift, seeing failure not as a stopping point, but as a necessary step toward mastery. Each time you rise after a fall, you gain wisdom, resilience, and confidence. This repeated act of getting back up rewires your brain to associate setbacks with growth instead of defeat. Over time, persistence becomes more than a habit. It becomes an identity. You see yourself as someone who overcomes, endures, and achieves regardless of challenges. Persistence is the heartbeat of transformation. It is the habit that ensures you keep moving forward when others quit, that turns dreams into reality through relentless effort and unwavering faith. Cultivating persistence means committing to your vision, no matter what, trusting that every step, no matter how small, brings you closer to the life you desire.